Hi, dear ones. This is Ouassima Issrae and hope you are doing well. So, I'm coming with a story today, story of a flower. And this is part of a project that I started a few years ago at the Temple of Roses, where we teach priestesses to become like a rose. I believe that many flowers carry these essences we are, these principles, universal principles that we have to awaken on earth and to live by. And so, my goal for today is to um, bring you one of the stories of Gardenia and also mm, encourage you to ask questions, to create prompts, to dive deeper with this amazing flower. So I have the card just here. So this is the Gardenia, how we depicted her in the oracle. And here is her story. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl whose name was Gardenia. She was living in an old farmhouse in the Far East, near the river, working alongside her brother in the cotton fields. She was always curious about what existed in the other side, and this curiosity was growing every day a little bit more. However, all around her, people were advising her to stay where she was, safe and secure, and to keep her routine work as it preserved her from many dangers. Undoubtedly, she felt happy with her brother by her side, yet a part of her was eager to discover new things and to feel that sweet impulse to jump into a new and different path than her family and that her neighbors may not have found yet. The sounds of voices of celebrations kept chasing her and calling her to venture beyond known territories. And one day she decided to take the bark and reach the shore of the other side of the river. And so she did. And why she didn't expect to see such a different nature, plants and beings on the other side, she greeted them as they greeted her, and aware of their deep essence. Were they friends or enemies? Little did she care. She held faith in herself and the whole universe and stepped into this unknown land, carried by her will and joy, walking gracefully through the other flowers, and she held the sun in her heart. The sunset radiated a different light on this land today, as she reached the sounds and witnessed how people of this land were celebrating life, sharing food and songs, welcoming the unknown. A new night and a new day. Hopeful they were for what is to come. This was so different from Gardenia's land, where boredom and feeling safe are the most important to hold. And so she celebrated and held that life fire within her, hoping to bring it to her brother and the whole village. When the stars appeared and the moon shone bright, the path for her return was drawn. And so she returned to the river and found the bark waiting for her with a small gift inside. A beautiful, glowing, small white pearl coming from older worlds that she had never seen. And so she took this pearl in her hands, and as she did, memories of old awakened within her, remembrance of water from beyond, seas and oceans, beings of water she has never seen nor imagined, yet she remembered. The pearl was her invitation for new lands and waters to explore. But then it was still time for her to go back to her home. Her brother was waiting on the other side of the river with a worried face, but she smiled at him when the bark approached, and that eased his heart. His sister has grown and is now coming with the new glowing eyes. And so our story is bringing us to venture into new lands. And maybe we can ask these questions. Are we ready for new adventures? If we have some fears clouding our mind, how can we bring our focus to what this new path has to offer instead of just the dangers it has or it hides. What new pearl are you holding in your hands? What are they inviting to? And gardenia is a flower full of stories, but I also discovered its benefits for our also physical health, not only spirit. And for example, I discovered how it's a plant that releases anxiety and tension, and this is really important when we are going into new adventure. It's a plant that has also antioxidant properties. So staying younger is one of her goals, but also the digestive system. Digestive system all about emotions, how we are digesting the world, how are we eating the world. And so Gardenia has a lot to offer, and I invite you to connect with her maybe this week, this month, and see what she has to tell you and what new path is laying ahead. So, wishing you a great day. Much love.